Master Chief Monger, and this is the Beer Monger Sessions. I want to give a quick shout out to everybody out there listening to us out there on www.undergroundcolumbus.com. Master Chief, how are we doing today, sir?
Oh, we're doing great. Ready to go. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. You sound pretty good over there.
Do I sound good?
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
Hey, actually, you're actually on the YouTube feed too, and you look great.
I feel great. And, you know, it's better to look good than to feel good, but I do feel good too.
I don't know. I think today I'd much rather sound good than look good, but I'll take both if I can get both. Anyways, we've got a lot to talk about today. We've got some music unsigned that's going to be exclusively for the Beer Monger session today. We're going to be listening to a little bit of Soundblade and Royal Johnson. Soundblade out of the Central Ohio area, and Royal Johnson out of Macon, Georgia. But we'll get into more of that later. We can't forget about our feature artist of the day, Cinnamon, featuring Bigham's Chocolate Kush. Sounds kind of interesting there. I heard a little bit of that earlier, and it's pretty hip. I like that.
Sounds like it could be a pretty good beer. I wonder
Yeah.
if Wolf's Ridge would make one of those for us someday.
Oh, wow. Chocolate Kush. Better yet, how about Chocolate Kush Brewery? Oh, wow. That sounds kind of cool, too.
It does. You know, with 1.9 breweries opening a day in America, that could be the next one.
And you know what? Something tells me that would sell pretty good, too. All right. And Wolf Ridge Brewery is going to be our feature brewery of the day. And halfway through the show, our guy from Wolf Ridge Brewery will be calling in.
Yes, Alex is going to be giving us a call, telling us what's going on at Wolf's Ridge, give us a little bit of background on the brewery, and talk about some of the beers that they have.
Yeah, and it's, let's not forget, the after show pint will be at Wolf Ridge Brewery today. We'll be over there at 4 p.m. Tap room opens there for a pint, and we'll be able to talk about the brews, how they brew a little bit, and maybe get a good first hand on what a true brewery looks like. They've been very successful as they're going into their third year of brewing in the downtown area. So I tell you what, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and plug a few things and head into a little bit of music here. First of all, I want to go ahead and make sure that everybody knows out there that you can listen to us all around the world. We are on the www.undergroundcolumbus.com, which means you can be in Iceland, you can be in Alaska, you can be anywhere as long as you have internet, and you can pick us up. We've got the program director, Rayback, sitting in here behind me, making sure I don't say anything ridiculous on air. I'll probably wait until he leaves before I do that. So, but real quick, we're going to go ahead and move on to something new here. We're going to get a little bit of music popping. And why don't you go ahead and sit tight, and we'll go ahead and see what we can do here and have a good time.
I couldn't see my way out. My God, he stepped right in. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are back on the Beer Mongers sessions, and I am Spartan Biscuit, and this is...
Master Chief Monger.
He is the main monger, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, there's not a monger out there like the Master Chief. All right, but I want to go ahead and give a shout out. Today we only have, it's just myself and the Master Chief up in here in the Monger Zone, and I got to give a shout out to all my Monger squad out there. Tony Stash, Great Bearded Glory, and we can't forget about the sexy man, Pony. 5'4" of gray beast.
Muscles like you've never seen.
I bet you Pony calls in. He wanted to be in here today really bad.
Oh, I know. He was even going to trim his beard a little bit.
What?
Yeah, so it wouldn't get caught in the microphones.
Oh, man. He's trying too hard now. But Pony will be over at Wolf Ridge after the show for the after show pint. You got to meet him. He's a great guy. And maybe we'll tell you why we call him Pony.
Oh, it's a story to be told. And the address for Wolf's Ridge is 215 North 4th Street. That's in Columbus.
That is in downtown Columbus, right across from Engine House number 1, right there, your very own Columbus Fire Department. Real quick, I want to go in and plug a quick show on our sister station, the the Central Ohio High School Showcase, and it's hosted by your very own D.O. Jr., Derek Onions Jr., and the big game James Roy Yates. That's going to be Saturday morning, 9 a.m. at 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. The veteran Lee Sauls is running the board, and C. Wu is also contributing where he can plug in some good comments about your Central Ohio High School athletics going on. Just to give you a heads up there. And that's going to be on www.scoreonair.com on the TuneIn app. Tune them in. I know everybody out there listening has got kids that are playing sports out there. These guys are talking about, that next level, getting kids into the college and stuff like that. In this day and age, athletics helps education because, you get a little extra bonus when you go play ball or participate in extracurriculars. But enough of that.
Well, I just want to add something in. I listened to that show this week, and I thought it was a great show. And it wasn't just about the sports. You guys are talking about the kids themselves, the communities, the schools, the teachers, everything that goes into making those boys and men. And it was a really impressive show you guys put on, or that they put on.
Hey, Master Chief, I'm telling you, man, these guys have got D.O. and the big game have got a great an equation put together, and they're actually out there talking to these kids out there on Friday nights and stuff like that, getting to know them. Hey, what can I do, to help you, get to that next level because your game looks really good out here, and that's the thing. You just got to keep on trying and keep on pushing because, effort is what really matters. And if you keep your effort at a high level, sooner or later, you'll definitely make it. All right, Master Chief, we're going to go ahead and move into something that you are very passionate about, and that's going to be?
Well, we're going to talk, the show itself, beer, but also Oktoberfest beers. Really not much of a lager person, but, going over to Wolf's Ridge, they have a Marzen on, which they call their Oktoberfest-style beer. And so I just wanted to get, Oktoberfest just wrapped up. A lot of people think that it's a month-long celebration in October, and it actually starts towards the end of September, the second to last full weekend, or the third full Saturday of September. It was originally started to celebrate the marriage of King Ludwig to Princess Therese, and it was held outside of the gates in Munich. And what was unique about it was at the time the aristocracy, or anywho, they would they really didn't go around and mingle with the common people. So to have this celebration that was held outside the gates of Munich and to be held with the common people to celebrate the whole for all these years. And so that's it. Kind of more. It was a 2-week celebration, which ended in the wedding, which was in October, but it actually started in September. So that's what started the whole thing. And when you're looking at, they brewed some special beers, and it's really only the breweries of Munich that can make a true Oktoberfest beer. There are actually 6.
Oh, 6.
6.
I thought there was 4.
I thought so too, but there are 6. Augustiner, Hacker Shore, Hofbrau, Lowenbrau. Oh, yeah. Polliner, and Spaten. Spaten.
That's popular.
It is.
That's
that's
popular.
good. And I'll tell you what, they make some very good Oktoberfest beers. Hofbrau House right around the corner. They opened the one in Columbus. Oh, yeah.
We're definitely going.
I was there the first week they opened up, and it was nice. But with that being said, I'm really looking forward to, because I've had a bottle of the Wolf's Ridge Marzen style. So Marzen's a little bit darker. An actual true Oktoberfest beer is kind of a lighter straw colored. The Marzen style is a little bit darker. I'm looking forward to getting a hold of that, because out of the bottle is pretty fantastic. I can't wait to get that on draft. I'm hoping they have it on draft. Maybe Alex can answer that question when he calls in at 2.
Absolutely. That is Wolf Ridge calling in at 2 o'clock today. Alex, we can't wait to hear from you. All right. Well, there you have it. That's why he's the Master Chief, everybody. He's got the rundown on beer. All right. We've got some. I got to go back to our feature artist of the day. Okay. I really enjoyed listening to a little bit of it, and I hope everybody else is too. We're going to go ahead and turn it over to Cinnamon featuring Bigham's Chocolate Kush.
I've been working hard away. I know that you have too. Now it's time to have some fun. You know I've been feeling for it all day. One look in my eyes, there's no words to say. You pour the drinks and then I take a sip. I close my eyes when you put it to my lips. Got what I need. Gives me higher than weed. I need a chocolate kush. Oh, he might be blowing on trees, but he knows I feel this chocolate kush. It's chocolate kush. The candles lit, the scene is set. You know what happens next, so get ready for the show. Your taste is beyond swisher sweet and naturally raw, just ready to get blown. You spark a fire deep inside of me. One look in your eyes feels like ecstasy. Relax, lean back and let me take a tour. Melody, trying hard not to choke. Got what I need. Gives me higher than weed. I need a chocolate kush. Oh, he might be blowing on trees, but he knows I feel this chocolate kush. This chocolate kush. Chocolate kush.
Slowly unwrapping the package. Me in for a night of love, lust, and passion. Lips slightly touching the tip. I lean back with intense anticipation. She goes in deep, mind blowing romance. That's right. I'm in a trance. Now it's my turn to learn her hot spots. I explore her torso, go deep into her thoughts. I get lost into her eyes, blowing kisses back and forth. Our lips touch as she hush, blowing the chocolate kush.
Got what I need. Gives me higher than weed. I need this chocolate kush. Oh, he might be blowing on trees, but he knows I feel this chocolate kush. He got what I need.
tell you what, that was our feature artist of the day. Cinnamon featuring Bigum's Chocolate Kush.
You want to give me some of that?
Yeah, I know. You know what? It sounds like a good porter.
It would be a great porter. Hey, guess what? I'm getting a little bit of feedback. Lacey says the glasses look good.
The glasses.
The glasses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just brought them up now. Hey, real quick, got some text messages coming in, and I wanted to give a quick shout out. We've got some people over there at Columbus College of Art and Design listening in right now. We've got Matt, Bill, and Stan, and we've got Wallace and Eric over there. They're holding things together, making sure everybody's able to paint this lovely world as many artful colors as possible and whatnot. Word on the street is that you got Bill over there who's into porters and stouts, you know, and you got Stan over there that likes those bourbon barrel, big time. Those bourbon barrel beers, I think they're really getting hot now. You know, people really liking those bourbon barrel beers lately.
They are. They really are. I mean, the first one I really had was the Alltech Bourbon Barrel Ale. It's kind of that flagship of that, you know, whole group of beers. That's one that people would normally start with. Pretty good beer. Very, very bourbony. I mean, you can definitely tell that there's bourbon in it. You know, I'm kind of more into the porters and stouts that are bourbon barrel aged, though. And a couple of those IPAs that are coming out has been pretty good lately.
Yeah.
That 471, that Breckenridge 471 barrel aged.
Oh yeah, I'm right up the IPAs right there. That's right. And you know, from what I understand, you know, it was wrote on the girls' restroom wall that Raybach likes IPAs too. So, you know, we're gonna have to get a hold of him. We're gonna have to get him some good IPA.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, so, but that's if he ever makes some time to get out and have an IPA. You know, I hear he's a pretty busy guy. You know, running the station and all. So, you know, but you know, like I said, we gave our shout outs here. You know, and we've got myself, Spartan Biscuit here, and this is the Master Chief Monger, and this is the Beer Monger Sessions on www.undergroundcolumbus.com. Tune it in on the on the TuneIn app, and you can watch us live on YouTube as well. Don't hesitate. Give us a call, 614-636-5601. 3 questions. It's easy. What are you drinking? Where are you at? And how's it taste? And I'm gonna go ahead and ask real quick, Master Chief, what was the last thing you had to drink? Obviously yesterday. And where was it at? And how did it taste? Because I seen you posting out there on. We've got a caller coming in right now. Go ahead and. This is Spartan Biscuit. Go ahead. Let me go ahead and put you on hold real quick, all right?
So we got a call coming in. But to answer that question that you had for me, actually I was drinking a bunch of different Wolf's Ridge beers. Cream Ale was one of the big ones that stuck out for me. It's kind of their flagship. And it was Cream Ales really came out originally to compete against the lagers that were rolling out from Canada. And it was just a kind of a lighter beer that the American breweries were putting out before they were able to do all the lagering.
All right. Hey, I just let everybody know this is the first time I've used a phone here in the studio, as it's only my second day up in here. Thanks for the assistance there. Well, believe it or not, guess who we have on the phone, ladies and gentlemen? We have the pony himself, okay? I just let me give you a quick shout out.
Pony.
There he is. Pony, are you with us? Pony.
Pony. That's me.
Yeah, that is you, Pony. What are you doing? Where are you at right now, Pony?
I'm driving around.
I hope you're not drinking while you're doing that. That would be irresponsible.
I am not drinking while I'm doing that. I am a responsible adult.
Well, that's good. That's good, Pony. And real quick, I got to give you another quick one.
Pony.
That is Pony's Australian female pony sound right there. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you, Pony is the first person to call in today Pony, are you going to the? Are you going to be a part of the Monger squad after pint tonight?
I absolutely am.
What are you looking forward to getting a taste of over there at Wolf Ridge Brewery, Pony?
ESB.
ESB.
E.
ESB. Yes. What?
Pony.
Yes.
So what is it? What is it about their ESB that you like?
I like that style of IPA,
Okay.
as well as the low alcohol content that it has, as I need to go do some planning after this tonight.
You always seem to be planning on something. What are you concocting this time?
This evening, it will be Japanese turnips.
Oh, very cool.
Wow.
Yeah. Why don't you tell everybody what you do for a living?
Yeah, tell everybody, Pony. Pony's a really unique dude, so he's just not a 5'4" sexy beast. He's got a lot of talent. Go ahead, Pony.
No matter which way you measure, I might add. My primary vocation is we are Redhead Farms. We grow especially vegetables for restaurants, and we grow stuff for the most part.
Very cool. Yeah, I had those
There
Thomas
will
Jefferson
be
melons that you put out. Those were pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I will have some of my little yellow flowers at the meeting after the show.
Your little yellow flowers, Pony. I'm not sure I like the way that sounds. Will you explain to me what little yellow flowers you're talking about?
They are called buzz buttons.
Buzz buttons. Now, there's those flowers that you see as garnishes, like on catering platters and whatnot, and they're edible flowers. Is this what they kind of are like?
These are edible flowers. They don't normally serve just as garnish. These have an interesting effect in your mouth, hence the name.
It's kind of
One of our customers, which is also fits with beer, Hoop-Hearted Brewing, uses them to make a sorbet.
Oh wow, nice. Who farted? Absolutely. You know they're up and comers definitely, as well. We hey Pony, real quick. Next week, I know you've been wanting to come. I knew you wanted to come to the show, and I want everybody to be able to see you streaming on YouTube as well. You know, because to bottle up Pony all to ourselves wouldn't be fair to the listeners out there. So, all right, Pony. Wait, I'm going to go ahead and let you go, and you know, we will get back to you. All right, Pony.
All right, we'll see you at Wolf Ridge.
all right. About
Pony.
4
Thanks a
o'clock,
lot.
baby. Talk to you later.
Bye.
I'll be there. Later.
Pony.
All right. That was the Pony. That was Pony. Now, let me tell you, he's definitely a lot more fun in person than he is on the phone. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, it's probably difficult for him to watch what he's saying. I think there's a lot turning up there before he opens his mouth, and which is probably a good thing.
Pony.
I can't help it. I love it. It's so Pony. Australian accent just for the Pony. All right. Enough talking Pony. Let's go ahead and get into some of the Beer Mongers session exclusive music. All right. And that's going to be some Soundblade. Okay, these guys, I've got some information. I'm going to talk about them later on. But I want to go ahead and get this stuff rocking. All right, this is going to be Soundblade, A Little Sin.
A
Oh yeah, that was A Little Sin by Soundblade. Hey, look, everybody, this is Spartan Biscuit and Master Chief Monger over here on the Beer Monger Sessions, and this is our second show, and sitting back here like a ninja is Rayback, making sure we don't screw up too bad, or if I need his help, I will roll him over here. All right. Well, all right, just real quick, I want to go ahead and talk about Soundblade. All right, I've been going back and forth with one of the members, and you know, let's be honest, I've known him for a while. We've coached together. You know, I'm sorry, we've won games together. You like that? We've won games together.
Won games together, yeah.
We've won games together.
Absolutely.
It's important. You know, everything you do out there, you try to win. Try to win with sportsmanship, though. In class.
Oh, yeah. Class.
Act like you've been there before, right?
Oh, yeah.
And that's the way we did it. Even
Play
though
hard.
At first nobody really gave us a chance. Nobody thought that we were going to win. I don't know if we thought we were going to win, but we did a good job. Those girls were tough. Anyways, we'll move on. Soccer. I know.
Hey.
I know.
Hey, that's one of my favorite sports. I'm all
I
about
know.
that.
Oh, you are a soccer freak.
Yes, I am.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Plays year round. You can always watch it, no matter what country. Like world champions or truly world champions. Oh, yeah, it's pretty awesome.
And all you need is a ball.
All you need is a ball.
I guess shin guards are optional, right?
Yeah. You don't need shin guards.
Yeah, it's like wearing a cup in football. You don't really need a cup to play football. You can just...
No, it just toughens up over time.
All right. Let's get back to Soundblade. All right, they were formed out of the ashes of Badder Louder in the late 2014. Soundblade is Scotty Gordon on vocals, Vic Whitney on guitar, JT Terry on bass, and Ronnie Salazar on drums. Right now, they're currently in the studio working up, finishing on a 5-song EP. So A Little Sin is one of the two that they have finished up, and they plan on hitting the road and playing out in the Columbus area by early spring in 2017. Soundblade is influenced primarily by 70s, 80s, and early 90s guitar-based hard rock. You know, for example, Thin Lizzy, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, and even a little Alice in Chains are all influences amongst the others. Just wanted to give them a quick shout out. These guys are awesome. I can't wait to get more music from them, and you know, we'll go from there. Hey, Master Chief, let's talk about. I've got the draft list right here for the tap room over there at Wolf Ridge. So I keep looking at this list, and
Maybe we should plan our day.
well, all I know is that my mouth is watering over here looking at this list. I'm about to have to give it to Ryback back here and see if it has that same effect on him. But all right, there's one on here that's really pointing out to me that I really want to try, and that is it's a smoked lager, a Fuhrenwasser. It's a smoked Helles lager, and it's only got a 4.8 ABV level to it. So, all right, that's the one. That's mine. The Fuhrenwasser, the smoked Helles lager. Which one points out to you, real quick, off the top of your head, Master Chief?
Off the top of my head, I'm going to take a quick look at this. The Into the Night, the Nitro Milk Stout might be pretty. That's kind of calling out to me. That or the Baltic Porter. I'll probably go to Wheelhouse first. I'll probably do that. Oh, man, see. I keep going for these 7, 8, 10% beers.
Oh, no. Now, do they have one of the high, I haven't, you know, the high octane ABVs now that is legal out there? You know, a lot of people have been talking about them. Like, where can you get them? You know, and how you can get them.
They're starting to roll out a little bit. The state got a few hundred cases of 120, which is what everybody was really clamoring for. But there's some really cool stuff that even local breweries are doing. Hop and Frog came out with their Taurus, which is their is a 13% stout, which was Russian Imperial Stout. Great flavor to it, and it's one that would get you in trouble because you really could not tell that there was anything going on with it. The 120, I've had that before. It's kind of closer to a barley wine. But they're coming out. The thing is, people are going to have to realize these are not going to be, $4 bottle of beer or $3 bottle of beer. I mean, Barley Hops has just picked up one by the Brewery, It's $32. So it's a
Wow,
Yeah.
$32.
yeah, it's
How
a
many ounces in that?
it's a 750 milliliter. So it's like a bottle of wine, basic size of a bottle of wine. What is that percentage in there? I think it's like a 16%, something like that. Oh, I can look up a picture here in a little bit. And it's styled after an old ale. But it's $32. Everybody's clamoring for them, but it's kind of like, when they start rolling out those Cuban cigars, you're not going to find yourself an $8 Cuban cigar. You better be ready to pay for it. And same thing with the high ABV beers. They're not going to be cheap.
Now, if you had to make an assumption, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, Master Chief, but I'll be honest, man. If anybody knows beer in Central Ohio, you're the one. All right. If you had to make an assumption, what downtown brewery do you think is willing to really pump out these high octane beers?
I would say probably Columbus Brewing Company might be on the front edge of that. They've been, they got the new brewery. They just opened up a new facility over kind of the Hilltop area, and I got a chance to go over there and visit it a couple weeks ago.
Oh wow, I bet that was really cool.
Oh man, it's sweet. What they bought is the Old Hill Distribution Company, so it's a giant cavernous warehouse, and they're able to put these huge tanks in there for brewing that most breweries have to put on the outside because they don't have room in the building. They've got room to put probably about 30 of these things in there, if not more. And a lot of breweries are only putting in 1, 2, 3, something like that. Most of those on the outside. These guys can fill that place up. So they're poised to really move forward with their production. And they just started bottling Bodie, which has been one of the I.P.As everyone's been after.
Everybody's
and
after
Creeper.
that one.
Yeah.
The Creeper. Creeper's good too.
Creeper is good, yep.
I'm going to hit you with this one, though. I know we're not talking CBC today. I mean, it's going to be a whole nother show. But I got to say, CBC Thunderlips was awesome.
Yes. That's going to be their new year-round pale ale. That's taking the place of their standard pale ale.
Oh, wow.
Coming up.
That is going to be fantastic. That is good. All right. And here we go. We're going to go ahead and pump a little bit more music here. Let's see here. Once again, give us a call, 614-636-5601. Give us a call. 3 questions. That's all we want to know. We don't want to know anything else. We just want to know what you're drinking, where you're at, and how it tastes. We still haven't heard from Tony Stash yet or Great Bearded Glory. We have heard from Pony, and these guys are all a part of the Monger Squad, and you will get to see them and meet them. They will be in the studio as soon as they are able to get some chance. I know that we just didn't want to pack the studio today, and if I just let everybody come up here to hang out, then traditionally, what would it be?
A party.
A party.
A giant party.
Absolutely. A giant party with absolutely no alcohol whatsoever or anything, right?
Right. I was thinking about festival or a fest, but a word kept coming in front of fest that I wanted to say, which I couldn't say. Party sounds great.
Yes, party. That's what we will call it. All right, let's give me a shout out. Come on, guys. I know you're out there listening from all around the world. That's where you got it, man. You can listen to us on www.undergroundcolumbus.com. We have all right, here we go. We have a prize giveaway as well. I know we have, we have a prize giveaway thing around here somewhere, and that always makes people call in because people like prizes. I'll tell you what, I might go to the other room and call in myself because I want a prize, But I'll tell you what, real quick, I can't find the prize list, but what I'm going to go to is I'm going to go ahead and plug my boys over there on scoreonair.com on the TuneIn app, the Central Ohio High School Showcase, hosted by the very own D.O. Jr., Derek Owens Jr. I'm sorry, I butchered that. D.O. Jr., Derek Owens Jr., and the big game, James Roy Yates, and Lee Sauls, the veteran, is the board operator, and C. Woo will be freaking throwing some words in there whenever he can. I know wrestling season's coming up, and I know that's what he's been talking about all for the last week now is getting to the mat and watching some good preseason wrestling.
That Siwoo does have a silky voice, I'll tell you what.
He is silky, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
And it's like he's got an alter ego or something.
I bet there's tons of him around.
Or maybe he's even got multiple personalities. I don't know.
Sounds like he does.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think you have to be a little schizophrenic to be in this industry, if I could say that. I don't know. I don't see Rayback's head in the window. That must be good. All right. Here we go. We're going to go back to a little bit of Soundblade Coming Home. that was Soundblade Coming Home. And ladies and gentlemen, we already got a text message that somebody wants to hear the other one again later on. So we're going to go ahead, for our listeners, we're going to go ahead and play both the Soundblade songs, A Little Sin and Coming Home. I'll be honest, I didn't think we were going to get the feedback as quick as we did. So we're going to go ahead and play them one more time throughout the show, as this is the first time that they've been on www.undergroundcolumbus.com. Give us a call, 614-636-5601. This is WUDG Underground Columbus, where your favorite independent and unsigned artists live. All right. And hopefully we'll get to some Royal Jackson later. They have a song that I really like. It's called Plow, and we'll see what we can do there, squeezing that in. All right, sitting here myself, I am Spartan Biscuit, and we have Master Chief Monger, the man, the myth, and he's also a brewer, believe it or not.
I do some brewing, yes. Yep, a little bit of home brewing, nothing commercial.
All right, yeah, nothing commercial. Let me go ahead and throw out a couple names real quick. We've got a couple members of the Monger squad that are good brewers. Let me just go ahead and Monger Goodman and Monger Burton. Those guys are really, really good, and I don't really want to say too much about them. I don't want to, blow their spot up and stuff. Next thing you know, they can't even go to the grocery store because people are trying to get them to write out recipes for their next their festive ale. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to go ahead and get them to it. But anyways, those guys, they'll be in the studio sooner or later. So if anybody wants to call in, and when we get those guys in the studio for brew tips and possible recipes, that's going to be Monger Goodman and Monger Burton, and we'll come up with names for them later when we decide to mess with them. But while we're sitting here, we did have our boy
Pony.
Tony did call in. We've got a caller coming in right now. Go ahead, Master Chief, you take over. Talk about some stuff on the Wolf Ridge.
I'm going to talk a little bit about Wolf Ridge menu. They are also a restaurant as well, and they make some pretty good stuff. I had the chance to go hit them up after running a half marathon in the spring, and was really impressed by their foods. I thought the beers were pretty great, but man, they got some pretty good food over there too. Some small plate stuff, cheese plate, tartine. It's a grilled sourdough, caramelized onion, cream cheese, smoked salmon, and tomato caper salad. I think that might even be a little snack that I get when this is done. I do like myself some salmon.
All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and see who we got there. This is Spartan Biscuit and Master Chief Monger on the Beer Mongers sessions. Who are we speaking with right now?
This is Alex from Wolf Ridge Brewing. How are you gentlemen doing today?
Oh, we're doing good. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Alex from Wolf Ridge Brewery on the phone with us. And what a surprise, and what a... Alex, thanks for taking your time to give us a call while you're over there brewing some masterpieces over there at the brewery at Wolf Ridge Brewery. Go ahead, Master Chief.
Hey, so we were sitting down yesterday and we sampled some of the beers. Doing our
absolutely.
Yeah, we had to do our pre-show warm up, and so we had something to talk about. Yeah, it's the Mondays are fun, open planning sessions. But really the beer that really everything you make is great, but the cream ale I think is just like the prototypical example of what a cream ale is supposed to be. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. First off, thanks for having me on the show, guys. It's a really cool spotlight for our brewery, and great way for me to talk a little bit about what we do. But the cream ale Clear Sky is a very traditional American-style cream ale. We use a percentage of malted corn in that, so that's very traditional with that style. Dates back to before Prohibition, when barley was kind of a scarcity, and they would have to use what's called adjuncts, corn or rice, to kind of cut the malt bill. We use corn because we think it's a lot more flavorful than rice. It provides a touch of sweetness to the beer, and then a little dose of Willamette hops kind of balance it out.
Yeah, I definitely got the the corn. You get that on the aroma, and on the finish as well. I mean, it's a very, like I described it as cereal grain, and it's not off-putting. It's not a some beers you get is a DMS in there and it's a flaw, but it was definitely not the case with your beer. You could tell that was it was just fresh and tastes great.
Absolutely, yes. Almost a Pilsner-esque kind of a style. Very easy to drink.
Right. I know, it was kind of a medium beer. I had a question about that, but, like, as far as yeast goes, what kind of yeast are you using for that?
To be honest with you, I actually don't know what yeast we're using on that. It is an ale, but I can't speak further on that.
Yeah, so it is an ale yeast.
Yes, it's definitely an ale yeast.
And reading up on some stuff, a lot of times they can do some cold conditioning and stuff with cream ales. Is that something that you guys do?
We actually don't cold condition that beer. We do a lot of in-house lagers, which a lot of breweries our size try to shy away from to tie your tanks up a lot longer. But that's actually not one of the beers that we lager.
Right. Yeah, and that always go for, if they have a lager, that's the first beer I get, because that's really the way to tell what the brewery does. It's really hard to do a lager, and like you said, there's a lot of time commitment too. And if there's anything off-putting or bad with it, you're going to taste it because you can't hide it with hops.
There's no roasty flavors or hop flavors that kind of cover up any imperfections in the beer. So it's definitely a trickier style to brew, and like I said, it ties up your fermenter, which you can't brew anything while your fermenter's tied up. So.
Right. Yeah. It's really it's cool that you guys do that. It's really I got introduced to you guys. Really, the first time was in the spring. I'd had a couple beers, but made it over to the brewery after running a half marathon, and I was really impressed. I think you're probably about best kept secret right now in Columbus. What do you guys got planned for expansion?
Right now our brewery we're about half capacity. We should be able to do about 3,000 barrels a year without breaking a sweat, and we're on track to do about 1,600 this year. So at this point, we're just trying to expand and saturate the market in the greater Columbus area and actually get the brew house we have to capacity before we think about expanding to an off-site brewing facility or anything like that.
That's a really good plan. I know there's a lot of breweries out there that they start out with a small brewery, and then within 6 months they're already looking for something for expansion. Sounds like you guys got a couple of years to go yet before you have to worry about that.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of breweries end up kind of growing a little too fast for their own good. We are totally self-distributing as well. And, at this point, we don't plan on signing on with a distributor for the foreseeable future because we can just provide a lot better kind of customer service that way, we think.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think you're going to get that better relationship between, brewery and customer that way too, Alex.
Oh. Yeah, absolutely. When with Barley Hopster, for instance, you guys deal with me and pretty much only me. If there's anything wrong, you can just contact me directly, and usually we can make a quick fix.
Well, fortunately, we don't really ever have anything wrong with you guys, so.
Yeah, let me find some wooden to knock on real quick.
Well, I'll tell you what. After we slide by the tap house tonight for the Beer Monger sessions after show pint, I tell you what. I ain't gonna lie. I did some recon. I was there earlier. Me and you spoke for a hot second. It was busy. The place was packed. It was right before closing. And you bet that Master Chief is going to be getting nagged about some 6 barrels that need to be coming our way up 23 towards Delaware. So it's going to be.
Oh, absolutely, man.
It's there's just so much more there than what I even imagined what you guys were brewing. And if you remember right, I had the smoked lager that.
The smoked Hellas.
Yeah, I'm not even a smoke type guy. I'm not and it was. It was very smooth. The smoky flavor wasn't overbearing. And I'll be honest, I know I already tried it. I'm going to try it again. But, that's just one that sticks on my mind. Go ahead, Master Chief. We can go ahead and move on, sir.
Yeah, well, I was going to say Spartan was he showed up the list of things he wants me to buy. So if he had his way, we'd have nothing but Wolf's Ridge on in the next month. So
I wouldn't exactly hate that.
well, we got spread around a little bit.
Oh, man.
So your name, you look at a lot of different places, and like Elevator, starting a grain elevator. Columbus Brewing Company, obviously Columbus Brewing Company. North High is on North High. How did you guys come up with your name?
Yeah, I actually get asked that question on probably a weekly basis, and it's a little bit of history here. Downtown Columbus, or what is now downtown Columbus, actually used to be known as Wolf's Ridge. There was just Franklinton on the other side of the river, and some wealthy landowners owned the area that was Wolf's Ridge, and they wanted to put the state capitol there, except one issue: it was so overrun with wolves that it wasn't even settleable. So this will let you know how much everyone's always liked to drink in Columbus too. They rolled out some bourbon, and they said, any man who can bring back a wolf pelt gets to drink for free all night. So kind of sad, but they went out and clubbed wolves over the head and whatever, and basically cleared that area out to make it able to settle. So when we were digging into the history of where our building now sits, which is at 4th and Spring Street downtown, we ran into that. We thought it kind of had a nice ring to it, and the rest is history.
Well, I did not think that story was going to go there. That's pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
It's a true story, so you can fact check me on that.
Right on.
Is there any pet stores from here on our way to the brewery, Master Chief?
Yeah. If I bring a pelt, what do I get?
well, nothing anymore. Be amazed at where you found it, honestly.
Right. I'll bring you some coyote from my backyard. So
that might get you a free pour.
Yeah, well, it's on then.
Yeah.
What year did you guys open?
We opened in September of 2013, so we just recently had our third-year birthday party.
Oh wow! Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Hey, thank you.
How'd that party go?
It was really humbling, to say the least. We had a big bottle release, a lot of barrel-aged stouts, barrel-aged pumpkin beer, then a few other kind of fun variants, and people lined up a couple hours before the doors opened, and we were jam-packed till closed. I actually closed the bar down that night, and there was people there when I did last call, so it was a good day. It was humbling.
Wow.
Right on, yeah, because you're not just a sales guy. You're also a bartender there, aren't you?
I am a bartender, yeah. I'm mostly just a sales guy, but I bartend maybe 1 or 2 shifts a week, depending.
A little bit extra cash. Can't blame you for that.
It keeps the lights on in the house,
Exactly. Hey, Alex.
Keeps beer in the fridge.
I'll tell you what. That's where I was about to go with you. Now, this is going to put you there. All right, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite beer that you guys are brewing right now?
Ooh, that we're brewing right now? We actually have our Doppelbock that's in the fermenter right now. Speaking of in-house lagers, and I love that beer. We only do it one time a year and release it during the winter, and it's just a very malty, rich. You get a little bit of your caramel there, your dark fruit. Very clean, absurdly well-masked ABV, and that's one of my favorite wintertime drinkers.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Oh man, I must.
It's not so bad.
Sitting here in the chair right now, I don't know what to say.
We got like another hour, right?
Yeah, I know. We got a whole nother hour before
Yeah.
we can get there. All right. Hey, let's talk about this one right here. Let's talk about the
All right,
Sky.
yeah.
This one, I love this.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this one right
Clear Sky Daybreak's what he's talking about.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
This one right here, it's got a subtle ABV at 5%. It's the Clear Sky Daybreak coffee, vanilla, cream ale. Hey, my big question about this one right here, Alex, is the coffee in this. Is this a local coffee bean? Is the coffee coming from local?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have a great relationship with One Line Coffee. They're located in the Short North. Great roastery, great coffee shop. And they actually roast real light roasted beans specifically for Clear Sky Daybreak. We use a little bit of Madagascar vanilla in there. Post-fermentation, you just steep it, usually about 48 hours, and you get that end result. The beer still pours totally blonde, but smells and tastes like coffee.
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable. It was my favorite that I had yesterday. I mean, they could all be my favorites, but this one was, this is the one that just really kind of did it for me. You know, and I mean, like I said, you know, you don't have to be, you don't have to worry about that high ABV with this one as well. Is there any particular story or anything you have behind this one?
Yeah, absolutely. That beer is sort of our accidental flagship beer. We have infusible kegs to do one-offs, so we would brew a batch of Clear Sky, literally a single half barrel of it, and just put it on draft in our tap room to see what people thought of it. And once people started to get wind of it, you know, we'd infuse a keg, and it would kick in a shift, 2 shifts. So we were like, okay, we should probably start doing full batches of this, tweak the recipe a little bit, used it in the bright tank then, and then it became so popular on draft that we actually decided to put it in six pack. And it is our best-selling beer in packaging as well as draft. It sells better than both our I.P.A, which we had never expected that beer to do.
Wow, so this is the one.
That's the one. Yeah, it's recently the one. It's slowly every period it would just sell more and more and more and more, and now it's I don't think it's going anywhere.
Oh wow, that it's now I don't know, Brian. I mean, I'm sorry, Master Chief.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is Wolf Ridge doing something with cream ale that nobody else is doing right now?
I have not had a cream ale from anybody else like Wolf Ridge is making. There's not a lot of breweries doing it. I mean, it was almost a dead style.
I'll give a quick shout out to Christian Moreland, Kingpin. That was the last really good cream ale I had since. I mean, you know, Wolf Ridge. I mean, and I'm not even trying to be biased. You know, I like Wolf Ridge a lot better. You know, but they jumped. They got 2.
Yeah, they have 2, and you know, kind of where Alex was going about with the IPAs and stuff like that. I mean, you look at most breweries, and their flagship is an IPA or something like that. And also, you got to give it to Wolf Ridge that when the Daybreak started selling that they made more. There's a lot of breweries that just refuse to do that. They will not let a accidental flagship take over. They're going to make sure that the one that they want to be their flagship is the one that's made. And this is awesome. That just shows. How do you guys think? You know, when something happens, when something's going well, ride that horse.
If it doesn't make
oh yeah,
it
absolutely.
make sense, you know. All right.
So you said it was a white coffee bean then, white roasted coffee.
It's a light roast coffee bean.
Oh, okay, light roast. All right. There's a little bit of
and we've experimented with lots of different sourcing as far as where the bean comes from that we use in Daybreak, and I'm actually not at liberty to say what country of origin the bean we currently use comes from.
No,
but,
I wouldn't.
Yeah, we totally
it's the
understand
winner.
that. As long as we can keep drinking it, we're cool.
That's right.
All right?
Take the information.
I wish I could hand it out. That's classified, man.
Oh no, it's hey. So real quick, Alex, we've got our Monger squad that's going to be heading over there, and then hopefully all of our listeners out there, our Monger maniacs, might be swinging over there to the tap room today. So, you know, if you're listening out there, we're going to be after show pint is going to be over there at Wolf Ridge Brewery. All you Monger maniacs, come on over there and show your support and taste some of the best beer in downtown Columbus. I'm going to go ahead and make a break in action here. Alex, do you have time to stick with us? You got to get back to the brewery.
Unfortunately, I got to get back to doing a little bit of selling. I'm between stops right now, but I got to get out there and a few more accounts that I got to hit and try to sell some beer.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is Alex with Wolf Ridge Brewery. Not only is he out here talking about, but he's also multitasking out there selling, promoting. And Alex, will we see you later on at the after show pint?
Oh, I'll be there. I'll buy you guys a pint and take you on a tour. How about that?
Whoa!
Let's
whoa,
do
look
that,
at
yeah.
Oh my gosh!
And I'll take any listener who comes in on a tour as well.
Whoa, that's Monger Maniac invitation right there, ladies and gentlemen. Monger Squad, if you're out there, you're missing a heck of a show. Meet us over there at Wolf Ridge and all of our Monger Maniacs too. Alex from Wolf Ridge, our man. Master Chief, close this one up with Alex.
Hey, Alex. Thanks for coming on the show. Yeah, we had a lot of stuff that we wanted to talk about. That this worked out well, and we'll hit some other topics when we're down there to see you and get a couple more questions answered. Thanks for calling
Absolutely,
in.
and I'll stop in sometime, and I can answer some further questions when I've got a little more open of a schedule for you guys.
All right, perfect. Have a great day.
And Alex, just to let you know,
Hey, you guys do the same thing, and thank you so much again for having me on.
You're welcome.
All right, you always have an open
All right.
invitation to the Beer Mongers show in the studio if you want to come hang out.
We'll even get you an
I will
intro.
keep that in mind, brother. Cheers, guys.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
All right. That was Alex from Wolf Ridge Brewery. Ladies and gentlemen, that was awesome right there as he is out there on the grind, still making time for us over here on the Beer Monger Sessions. I am Spartan Biscuit, and this is Master Chief Monger, and you can give us a call at 614-636-5601. One of the things that annoys me about radio sometimes is when people want you to call in, they're like, call at 614-636-5601. No, that
doesn't work that way.
That doesn't work. I can't slow you down. So here it is, 614-636-5601. This is the Beer Monger Sessions, and we're going to go ahead and go right back to Cinnamon, our feature band of the day, featuring Bigum's, say it,
Chocolate Kush.
Sitting here waiting on you to walk through the door.
back when it's anticipation. She goes in deep, mind-blowing romance. That's right. I'm in a trance, now it's my turn to learn her hot spots. I explore her torso, go deep into her thoughts. I get lost into her eyes, blowing kisses back and forth. Our lips touch as she hush, blowing the chocolate kush.
Oh yeah, that was Chocolate Kush, and that was Cinnamon featuring Bigums. Bo, are you with us?
I'm with you, bro.
All right, we got Bo, and Bo's calling in on what you drinking, where you at, and how's it taste. So, Bo, let me just skip here real quick. Bo, tell everybody out there where you're at right now.
I'm chilling in Montpellier in the south of France.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beer Mongers sessions has just went international to France. Hey, that is awesome. Woo! Oh yeah, all the way from France. All right, my brother from France. What are we drinking right now?
Well, I'm drinking red wine because they don't do beer very well over here.
That's all right. Plug your red wine, my man.
Well, it says it's from Bordeaux, but I can't read the rest of the bottle.
Nice.
So are you on vacation then?
I live in over here at the minute, but I grew up in Central Ohio, so I'm from the homeland.
Oh yeah, he is from the homeland, Central Ohio. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, Bo is listening to us on www.undergroundcolumbus.com. Because that's how we're able to go from here all the way over there. All right, hey, Bo, how's it taste? How's your red wine taste, my man?
It's really good, but listening to all this conversation about beers you guys are drinking, I'd love to have me an I.P.A. or a Pale Ale, American style,
Bo, you're making us feel bad over here right now. Master Chief is about to start crying.
I am. I got a little tear coming up. I'm trying to figure out what I can do to save you.
Oh, man, we got to find a way to help this international monger out. He is the first international monger maniac. Ladies and gentlemen, Bo is the first international monger maniac. I got to give it up to him once again. Cheers. That's awesome. We need some sort of device.
I think this works just fine.
I think it looks great, but until we bust bottles, Rayback comes in here. He's like, what the heck is going on in here? All right. Hey, Bo.
I'm loving the show, guys. Loving that sound you guys are rocking out. It's good stuff, man. Turn it up.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. This is only our second show, Bo, and we're going to continue to keep getting better and better, and it's going to be a lot more fun. And if you keep calling in, that would be great. And we'll go ahead and I'll tell you what, we'll even make some music up about Bo from France. Well, Bo's from Central Ohio that went to France.
You guys, that's prime time for me. It's 7, 9 p.m. my time. It's perfect.
Nice. We are 7 p.m.
Right on.
France time.
So what got you tuning into this station?
Some friends told me the Soundblade was going to be on tonight, so I wanted to check it out.
Soundblade. Heck yeah.
Nice. All right.
All right, there it is. We have another request for Soundblade. We're going to keep on rocking that Soundblade. So we got Bo from France drinking red wine. Hey, Bo, how many glasses?
Wishing I was drinking beer.
How many glasses have you had of red wine, Bo?
We don't measure it in glasses. We measure it in bottles over here.
Woo! Yeah! Oh, man, I love that. Bo, we will go ahead and throw some Soundblade on for you, brother. Thanks for listening. Give us a call back. Every show, every Tuesday. You're our boy.
You bet, y'all.
All right, my man. You have a good one, and you have a great night tonight in France.
Cheers, bro.
Thanks, Bo.
Cheers, bro.
All right, cheers.
Bye.
Now, how awesome was that? Bo from France, 7 p.m.
I got a little bit of goosebumps
Oh,
going
no,
on
dude,
over here.
I'm
That's
telling you, I get a
pretty
little-
sweet.
No, I'll be honest. I feel a little French right now.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not going to go drink no red wine right now. Oh, here comes another call. The calls are going crazy. Let me go ahead and throw some sound blade on for you. This is going to be a little sin. That was a Beer Mongers session exclusive music, not played on any other show, any other station, at least any station that I've been on yet. So that was Soundblade, A Little Sin. We've still got some more Soundblade coming up. Coming Home will be coming your way in just a little while. We just had a call from Bo from France, drinking red wine. Bo, thanks, brother. We know you're out there, and we want to talk to you every Tuesday. Let us know. Are we allowed to mail beer to Bo?
I don't know. I have to look at some of those international laws. It's it's kind of difficult. They don't even like to do it really within the U.S. So if you go, for instance, to UPS and you're sending some beer out and they ask what's in the box and you declare beer, there's a good chance they'll send you away. But if you call it a yeast sample, because beer has yeast in it, then they're fine with shipping it. So a little tip out there for all those who want to ship some fine Wolf's Ridge beers to your friends across the country. Call it a yeast sample.
Yeast sample. That was like when I was in the military and we wanted a Cuban cigar. It was like we didn't buy Cubans. We bought the other cigars and put the rings on them. Yeah, right?
So we would look good.
Yeah. Now that Cuban cigars are legal, I can say that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way I used to.
Oh, you're all...
International waters, right? Yeah. Hoorah, Marine Corps. Thank you. That's what I learned from the Marine Corps.
How to smuggle.
How to smuggle Cuban cigars back to the United States.
No, I learned how to smuggle bottles of beer and whiskey onto ships when I was in the Navy. Worked out pretty well when I was on a Princess cruise.
I'll tell you. Nice.
Yeah, sock full of liquor. It's awesome.
Heck yeah. Liquor's cheap down there in the Caribbean, too.
Oh, yeah, it is.
You can get a whole fifth of, like, rum for, like, 75 cents or something. I'm just kidding. A little bit more than that. But.
A little bit more than that, but, when I was in the Caribbean, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago, something like that, and, buying beer was expensive. You could get rum. You could get a fifth of rum for $5, and then if you got a case of beer, it's close to 30 for Red Stripe. Now, I don't mind Red Stripe too much. It's a pretty good beer. But, talking about beers, and what beer do you have that you've had that you just don't enjoy?
Well, I can say this.
Like for me,
Are
it's.
you talking about crappy beer, like college beer, Nat Light?
I mean, any beer that you just
honestly,
like.
I went and visited my son the other day at Capital University. He's a student there, and he's a sophomore. He's got his own place, and I go to the fridge to get something to drink, and there was Kirkland beer in there. Yeah, that's what I said. Kirkland beer. So that's definitely, it got a little bit better because the next time I went over there, he had some Bud Light in there, but really Bud Light, just isn't going to cut it, and he's just like, well, what about Coors Light? And I was just like,
yeah, I have not had the Coors Light, or I'm sorry, the Kirkland yet, but for me it would be Coors Light is that one beer that I just cannot have any respect for.
Yeah, my thing is if you're gonna drink Coors Light, Bud Light, you might as well drink Keith Stone. Sorry, and let's get off those type of beers, all right, before we get the Ray back in here asking us if there needs to be a porta-john up in here right now, or a bucket or something. But we've got more Soundblade coming to you later on. This is the WDG Underground Columbus, where your favorite independent and unsigned artists live. You can give us a call at 614-636-5601. 3 questions. They're easy, just like Bo answered. What are you drinking? Where are you at? And how's it taste? With that said, Master Chief, you ready to talk a little bit?
Yeah, we could talk a little bit.
Okay. All right. We all know in Central Ohio that there's breweries bouncing in everywhere. Okay? Master Chief is going to talk to you a little bit about this, and then we're going to go into some more Soundblade. Take it away.
Looking at beers, when Barley Hops was first opened up back in 2010 is kind of when we got registered. 2011 is when we actually got open. At that time, the craft beer market was 5.6% of the total market. Since then, the market share has grown to last year was recorded at 21% of the market share.
Nice.
So a huge jump. Making about 24.5 million barrels, and they're growing. The growth rate is in the double digits per year. There's a lot of talk out there about breweries hitting us being either in a bubble or just hitting a saturation point. But when you look at pre-prohibition numbers, there was over 4,000 breweries before Prohibition. So, and right now we're right around 3,500 or so. You know, we haven't quite hit that 4,000 mark yet. The big difference, though, most of those breweries were serving a town, sort of like in Delaware, where we have 2 breweries now. You know, before Prohibition there was 1, and now we have Stouts Brewing Company in Delaware, and Restoration as well. And you know, Delaware's a town of 35,000 people, somewhere around there. To have 2 breweries is pretty amazing. And then you know, you look at around Columbus and all the breweries that are opening up now. Like I said, beginning of the show, nationally we're seeing about a 1.9 breweries per day that are opening up.
Wow.
Now, with that being said, you know, there's some. Stone just recently opened up 2 breweries. They've done a bunch of work lately, and recently announced 9% of their employees.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it is terrible. It absolutely is. You know. Now, you know, I think what they're going to do is they're going to bounce back pretty quick. I think building and opening 2 breweries in 1 year is a pretty massive undergoing that they went through. So, I think it won't be long before they're bouncing back. As let's face it, they put out some pretty good beers. I haven't had anything they put out that I haven't liked. You know, so I think they'll be fine, and so are the other breweries. It's just. You know, when you look at the Stones and, you know, Sierra Nevada, Boston Beer Company, you know, that makes Sam Adams, you look at those guys, and you know, if you're opening a brewery now, I think you're going to get to that size. It's going to be a hard road to hoe to get there, because there's a lot of competition out there now, and if you're going to come out and you're not going to put out really good beer, you're going to be in some trouble. So, I'm not worried about Stone. They're not going to go anywhere. They'll hire these people back pretty soon, I would imagine.
I would hope so. And you know, what about some of these breweries that, for example, like Wolf Ridge, that actually they have fine dining there. I mean, you got to get on the website and check out the picture of this food. It's unbelievable. You know, if you really want to go out there and you want to impress a special somebody on Valentine's Day or on Sweetest Day, Hallmark's other day, you know, we can. You gotta check it out. The fine dining, the atmosphere at Wolf Ridge Brewery. You know, I can sit here and talk about their beer all day, but when you look at their menu, it just really takes you back, and you're like, this is it's like a 2-part place. You have fancy dining, and then you have the tap room where it's just kind of like a very Oktoberfest type atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Master Chief, you got any more there on that, or? We got a little bit of something going on here.
Well, you know, when I was at Wolf Ridge, I had the Huevos Rancheros. It was a mulled duck confit, braised black beans, dirty rice, pineapple salsa, smoked sour cream, tortilla chips, sunny side eggs.
Wow,
man,
sounds like something that Bo would be eating from France right now.
It could be something. I think that would be right up the alley in France. Yeah,
I bet you Bo's eating pretty well right now over there in France.
Yeah, although he might be duck confit. I mean, they even got duck confit tacos. I mean, come on, mole duck confit, mole mole mole.
Yeah. All right.
One beer, 2 beers, 3 beers.
You're my boy!
Oh yeah. All right, here we go. This is going to be Soundblade Coming Home.
Understand is over. I'm coming home. Well, I'm coming home, mama. Gonna bring you down. Yeah, I'm coming home, mama. It's all coming down. Coming home, mama. Coming home, mama. Coming home, mama. Yeah, I'm coming home, mama. Coming home. Your voice was shaking, but it's all a show. Ain't no forsaken. It's time to go. It's been too long. It's all I know. Your time is over. I'm coming home. Yeah, I'm coming home, mama. Gonna bring. Yeah, I'm coming home, mama. It's all coming down. I'm coming home, mama. Coming home, mama. Coming home, mama. Yeah, I'm coming home, mama. Coming home. Won't be long. Final song. See my eyes for the last time. Coming home, mama. The bottle's gone. Won't be long. See my eyes for the last time. You're going home, mama.
There it is. Soundblade coming home. And that was by a request, ladies and gentlemen, from France.
You know what I was thinking?
What were you thinking, Master?
I was thinking next time Bo comes back home, we should have the band on the back of a flatbed truck sitting in front of the airport for him when he comes out. That can be his theme song as he's walking through the airport.
How sweet would that be?
That'd be sweet.
I'm going to have to talk to Vic about that one, a Soundblade. And,
You know you want it, Bo.
Bo, you want it. Everybody wants theme music. Let's be honest. You know, I haven't talked to Ryback yet, but I want my own theme music up in the studio. You know, I mean, I know we got some Monger squads that, you know, the members that can play.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we've got people.
Oh, Burton should just lay down a sweet bass solo for us.
Monger Burton is a bass player.
Yes,
That's right.
Yes, he is.
That's nice. Monger Burton.
Monger Burton.
He can write recipes and play the bass. He can do a lot of other things, but we won't talk about that.
He's a bit of a savant.
Savant. What are we in France? All right, this is WUDG Underground, Columbus, where your favorite independent and unsigned artists live. I am Spartan Biscuit, and this is my main monger, Master Chief Monger. And we had a couple calls coming in today during the Beer Monger sessions. First of all, we had Pony that called in the first hour.
Pony.
Pony, I know you listen to that one, and I know you like it. You cannot take this soundbite home with you, Pony. I'm sorry. You can't do it.
Pony.
And our main man, our international beer monger maniac, our monger maniac, international style, Bo. Got to give a shout out to Bo. Unfortunately, he's striving to drink some I.P.A. or some good lager tonight, but he got stuck with drinking some red wine while he's in France, and he's currently living in France, but he's from the Central Ohio area. So, once you come back, Bo, give us a call, and that way we can get you plugged into the after show pint to the brewery we decide to go to next. And we're going to go ahead and end today out. We're not ending it right now, but I want to go ahead and get it out. Our feature artist of the day is going to be Cinnamon featuring Bigham's Chocolate.
Kush.
Oh, yeah. Dude, we need to make a beer named this.
Oh, it's going to happen.
I mean, I'm sure. Yeah. All right. Well, once again, I do have the director in here, so I'll hold off on my comments about Cinnamon featuring Bigham's and Chocolate Kush and how much we could profit from brewing beer and everything else with that type of name and the ingredients. But all right, so we had Wolf Ridge Brewery call in today, and that's where we're going to be with the after show pint. And Alex, thanks you so much from calling while you're multitasking out there on the sales beat and taking time. Master Chief?
So we will be having the after show pint at Wolf's Ridge. That address again is 215 North 4th Street in Columbus.
That is it, Wolf Ridge at 215 North 4th Street. That is going to be basically right across from the Engine House, #1, our boys in downtown Columbus Fire Department. All right, let's see here. And we can't forget about the Central Ohio Showcase hosted by D.O. Jr., Derek Owners Jr., and the Big Game James Roy Yates, C. Woo, and you have the board man, Lee Sauls, the veteran. And that's going to be on Saturday mornings on 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Listen on in on scoreonair.com and get that tune-in app so you don't have any problems getting everything squared away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, beer mongers of the Monger Squad and our Monger Maniacs, I want to thank you. Master Chief wants to thank you. Give him a thank you, Master Chief.
Oh, thank you for that.
I know. No.
No, I'm thanking you for letting me thank other people. But yes, thanks for listening in. Yeah. Thanks, Bo, for giving us a call. Alex for calling in and talking about the brewery. And Pony, looking forward to seeing your muscular frame here in a little while.
Pony.
I know. And let me tell you, Pony, I can't wait to see you. And I can't wait to see what horse you're riding in on either, my friend.
And, I want to thank everybody here, too, for thank you honestly for getting me on the air and giving me a chance at doing this, and WUDG for putting up with me and see where we can get this thing to go.
Well, we can't do it without each other, my brother. You are the Master Chief of Mongerism, and I am Spartan Biscuit. But we'll see how much longer Rayback lets us hang around in the station and see how long it takes for us before we start to affect him.
Well, I'm looking for groupies here pretty soon to be hanging outside the windows and signs and cheering and things.
I have got a feeling that maybe Rayback is already a groupie. And maybe it's possible. We'll see.
Rayback, are you a groupie? Oh, I think that's
I think that is a
acknowledgement.
All right. Let's go wide lens. We still can't get Rayback even on the wide zoom here, so we'll get him plugged in on the show. Don't forget, he is an I.P.A. guy, and we'll take care of that later down the line. I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and finish it off. Like I said, do you have anything, Master Chief?
I do not. Well, a couple things is, if you anybody wants to follow us, we do have Facebook, the Beer Monger Sessions. That's the Beer Monger Sessions. And also you can follow us on Twitter at Monger Sessions.
Oh yeah, we're taking it around the world. We are social, everybody. We are social media in the house, all right? And that's where we're going to be. We're going to keep getting better. We thank everybody here at WDG and everybody that's willing to keep listening to us, keep plugging into the Beer Monger sessions. I am Spartan Biscuit.
I am Master Chief Monger.
And this will be your feature band of the day, Cinnamon, featuring Bigum's Chocolate
Kush.